The topic is all about pacing ourselves, not doing anything in excess. Hey, Leon. Hey, Medina. Because there's a pressure to have all the answers right now to whatever has been going on in your life, to whatever hasn't been resolved or fixed or taken care of. And so this is my loving reminder that we get to take our times with ourselves. We get to be easy. We get to pace ourselves and not do anything in excess. So if it's too much right now to look at what has happened in these last 12 months and come up with what you believe is a plan for the 13th month through the next 24 or the next 12, be easy. Be easy. Listen, the only person who you have to answer to is you. So it's really, how are you feeling about where you are and where you're at and what you're doing, how you're being, how you're feeling. Now, hey Peggy, if there's something around that, yes. That's where you get to do a little bit of love on yourself. That's where you get to do a little bit of exploration for yourself. Because it's a lot, you know? I look at myself all the time and I can find myself like, oh, you have to do this, Terry. You have to do this, you know. You got to make sure, you know, you pray 7 times a day. No, I'm just joking, not 7. But I do make sure that I pray each day. And I am a person who is always seeking to make sure that I'm being my best self, my most loving self. So I have to be careful not to put pressure on me. And in not putting pressure on me, I can look at everything that I'm seeing. I can look at all the beautiful messages, even the one that I'm giving you that I give to myself. And I get to say, be easy. Nothing has to be in excess. Remember, there is balance in all things. Hey, Ashlyn. Hey, Moha. Hello. So the real question is balance, okay? As you are right now, if you've been enjoying some downtime or if you've been on your regular, route, where's your balance? Okay? And if there's that little bitty kind of non-balance, okay, so let's get into that. Dig into that, because I know myself, I can have several things going on, and at peak times, I know exactly how to do a little bit on this one, do a little bit on this one, do a little bit on that one. And then other times, I can only give my attention to one thing. I know right now there was something that I wanted to get done in this 12 months that I only had the idea a few months ago. And so I had to let it go. And I said it makes more sense for me to work on this one thing that I want to be at a certain level and get that to a pleasing place for me, rather than also starting something new and feeling like I'm doing something half-assed. We don't want any half-formed ideas, half-formed babies, none of that, So give your energy and attention to something where you feel like you can be full out, all in it. You can love it. You can feel good about it as an expression or an extension of you. Yes? Yeah, that's what we want. That's what's important. So pace yourself. I know that for a lot of people who might be, this was the end semester for school. And I know some of those people, they had to take finals and you had to get all this information and you had to get it learned and memorized so then you could, dump it all on the test. So when you think about how you want to do that differently next time, maybe you pace yourself. You do a little bit at a time, right? I'm all about now kind of sort of working from the end backwards. I've been having a little bit better success doing that because then first of all, what do I say? I get the feeling of completion. And there's something about that feeling of completion, that feeling of knowing, oh, I'm experiencing that thing that I wanted to experience. Oh, it's here. That gives me the fuel. So then it's like God helps me to come up with the details of how I'm at that end moment. You can do the same thing too. Yeah, we got to have some planning. Yeah, it helps to put some things on paper. Yeah, it helps to record some things so then you stay on point. And then you get to sit back and feel good about it. Hey Martha, hey Fortune, hey Yvonne, hey Sophie Jock. So these are the things that you get to do. Pace yourself, okay? And you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. So, some people do resolutions. I personally do not. I'm all about intention, but I'm not only about intention in January. I'm about intention every day, okay? Checking in with myself on who I want to be. Why? Because I don't want to wreck myself. And there's sometimes I still do wreck myself. As they say, bite off more than I can chew. Then I'm laid out. How am I laid out? I'm laid out in exhaustion. Or I'm laid out in feeling like, oh man, I didn't get that done. But come back. I get to breathe and be easy. I'm pacing myself for success. When they talk about that marathon running, if you give all your strength and all your power up front, then you won't have it when it's time for when you need to go up the hill. You have to set yourself up so then you can have some coast, okay? And if you sit with yourself, you know how you work, you know how you get things done in the most positive ways. You can look at your patterns of success and harmony and how you do your life, and you can see where you excel. And you can see some places where you might need a little bit of support. You might need a little bit of help. You can get that too. I'm here to help. Hello, Slander. Hello, Miranda. So where are you biting off more than you can chew? Where is it time to very politely, as they say, you take the napkin, and you put it aside and hide it where no one can see, because we want to make sure you're properly nourished emotionally, socially, physically, spiritually in your world, and monitor your your productivity in the way that, remember, we're not robots, we're beings, we're lights, we're souls. So we really don't even have to do as much efforting as we think. It's our mind. Okay? Right. Ooh, new song. Because spirit will move us and spirit moves us. Okay? So that is what we have available to us. So with all the things, be easy. You may have to just give your energy to one thing a week. You may have to just give your energy to one thing a month. Hey Munda, hey Trillion. Simply because you don't want to tire yourself out. You want to be able to go for the long haul. The long win. Okay, so I will admit, since online betting has come to Missouri, I've taken advantage of those 3, 4, 5, 6 apps, whatever, pretty much finding a way to get that free $300. But then I know at a certain point, okay, I'm done, because I'm not really a gambler. I just saw it as an opportunity. I like to learn how to do new things, and now I can say I've done it. Is there something for you that you can explore, that you want to explore right now? Or do you really need to just kind of set some stuff down, okay? You remember I talked a few weeks ago, about, like clutter of the mind, clutter of our space. Is there any small thing that you can do to simply just make yourself feel better? Because that's really what it's all about, just feeling better. When I'm talking about pacing ourselves, what's going to make you just be easy? Make you feel good. I've been so proud of myself. I've been taking time to actually rest later in the evenings. This is what could be called the slower season for weddings. So now is my time to get some things done in a non-rush way that I don't typically have the space for when things are more busy. So that could be like, for me, it's like organizing my workflow, getting some order to some things, figuring out, how I want to market, whatever the case may be. What could you be doing now if you're having some chill time? Could you be spending more time in prayer and meditation? Could you be spending more time, with family, appreciating those tender moments, those loving moments, Could you be spending more time with yourself? Checking out you, looking at you in the mirror and saying, hey, you look good today. You're on fire. Don't you know God loves you? And I love you too. I know I sound, all corny like a preschool teacher, but this stuff is real. The more that we show ourselves love, attention, tenderness, and affection, the more that we have it, the more that we recognize it when it comes in other forms, and we're not dependent on someone else to give it to us or show it to us. Okay? So we're going to pace ourselves as we tackle, maybe I shouldn't say tackle, cancel, because even that made me feel like a tightness in my body. We're going to pace ourselves as we are open to what we're being called to give attention to. Yeah? I don't want us to be tired out. Hey, Eli. Hey, Ms. McFly. So we're being easy with ourselves. We're giving ourselves some tenderness, some tender energy. And, this was something really good that I talked about. If you are, on a specific project, if you are, doing something that's going to move you forward in what you feel like is a big way, you get to keep that to yourself until it's time to let it be known. We don't want anybody to put their stank on it. We want it to be in purity. So you're allowed to bake, okay? You're allowed to bake your great ideas until they're ready to be released into the world. And so I invite you to do that. Now, some people like me, I'm going to support you always. And like I said, a lot of times people, they don't mean to put their stank on it. We often just put our fears on other people. It's natural. So don't let anybody put their fear on you. And don't receive anybody's fear. And if you feel somebody's fear or their energy isn't conducive to where you are, where you want to be, I always say, just shake it off. Just shake it off. Shake the space, Now would also be a good time to, in general, just sort of clear your home. It's really cold where I am. Having, opening the windows or opening the door, getting some fresh air, calling out anything that does not belong there, anything that is not of love. There is only love here. There is only love here. There is only love here. I'm pacing myself. I'm being easy with what's coming up, Oh, and here's another thing. What if you don't feel like, I don't know what's coming up? I don't know. Well, it's all right. Did you hear me? It's okay. Listen, God has made the way, and sometimes we know exactly what step to take. Should we go with the left foot or should we go with the right foot? And other times we're like, ooh, should I just dive in? Hey, PJ2 Real. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Lewis. But if you're feeling like, I don't know, then I invite you to just step back. Ask yourself some questions that are gonna let you know what to do. Like, if I did this, how would I feel? How would this make me feel about my life experience, How would this make me feel about where I am, So you get to ask yourself those really big questions. I talked on Sunday recently, and this is something that also I think goes with pacing yourself, because you may be like me. There are some tasks I feel like kind of too big, and I sort of push them away because I'm like, ooh, I don't want to take that on. This is when it's time for the bite size, the small things to do. I find myself irritated sometimes by the big task. And I talked recently about how that irritation is actually an invitation from Spirit to be able to set my ego down and realign in Spirit. What are you irritated about? Because then the question to ask there is, where are you not seeing the love? Where are you not seeing the love for what you're doing? Or where are you not seeing your capacity to actually be able to move through anything that's presented to you? Okay, so there's so much here. So much here, you know. If anybody has anything that they feel like a small thing that they can do to love or support themselves, you can put it in the chat. I would love to see it. I'm going to give myself more hugs, which I've already started, because I like it. It's corny and fun. Hey, Lala. Hey, Duck. I think it's soy. So we're being easy as we're moving into our next few days, you know. Some of us, we've already been on a health journey. So there may not be this, you know, spark to necessarily kick off anything more. But like I said, what's one small thing you can do in your world to make you feel better? That's what life is about. Not to dull yourself, okay? Not to drink or get high to an extent to where you can't even feel the real you. No, we want you to be in tune with you. And if you're afraid to feel you, that's something to think about. What's going on with that? Yeah? We want to drop some things. If it's too scary to be with yourself, if it's too scary to feel how you really feel. Okay, I'll give myself permission to be in celebration made every day, all day. Yes, yes. Celebrate just because I'm here. You're here. Many of us can speak to how we feel this year has been. Some of us have had a lot of family members, you know, who made their transition. But you're here in this realm. Some of us, you know, may not have all the money that was, you know, we thought we were going to have, or some people may have lost jobs or, you know, lost friendships. But you're here. Some people, they have a dream that probably, maybe for whatever reason, it seems like it keeps escaping them. But you're here. There is always something to celebrate. So we get to be easy. Hey, Uncle Willie. Hey, Ox. We get to be easy. So we want to pace ourselves when we're coming up with the grand design of what's on our heart to do or to be about. You know, if you want to, you know, explore the cure for the big C, have at it. But if you just also want to learn to be kinder and nicer to yourself, there's a place to start, you know. One thing I've been loving that I've been doing this year is appreciating myself more, is getting rid of things that, you know, don't work for me, you know, doing better with my space, is doing more things to strengthen my body. Because I've always, you know, it's like work and this and the business and all of that. And it's like, no, me first. I'm switching it around. You know how they say, you know, when you make your money, you're supposed to save or invest in you first. That's real. The responsibilities will get paid. Okay? You have to do something, as LL is saying. There's always a reason to celebrate. Pay yourself first. Invest in yourself first. You're going to pace yourself. You're going to be easy, but you're putting you up front. Put you up front, and everything falls into place. Hey, Paola. Everything falls into place after that. So this is our invitation. Don't get overwhelmed by the expectation to create the most millionaire 2026, okay? Be okay with making the most millionaire of your soul. Just loving on you. Loving on people who are kind to you. You know, don't take good friendships for granted. You know, I'm talking about pacing ourselves and being easy. So you might be one of those people that you can have these great ideas to do for friends, and you feel like, oh, I never do it. But you can just pick up the phone and send a text and say, I appreciate you. Oh, she said you can put the music Tuta is from Kayo. tuta is from Kayo. Please. I'm not sure what you mean, but that's okay. I'm gonna figure it out. Hey, Tanika. Hey, All About Arrow. So, like I said, in being easy with yourself is tuta. Or tufa. It's tuta. LL, if you can help me, you can put it in the chat. I'm kind of struggling. So like I said, where can you find a small thing that you can give energy to support you in being easy? Don't take on the grand, lose 50 pounds. Oh, the name of the music is okay. All right. Don't take on, like losing 50 pounds or, buying, a big house, whatever. Be easy. And if you have those things, if those things really are for you to lose, you keep it to yourself. You keep it to yourself in spirit. And you work on it in the quiet. Yes? Hey, Penny, you work on it in the quiet. Because not everything is for everybody. Everything is for you. And then you share as spirit directs you, as spirit guides you. Yes? That's how we're going to be easy with ourselves. Because I'm noticing as I shifted the idea of, yes, I have to give to people. Yes, I have to be of service. Doing stuff out of obligation doesn't really work. I had to shift that I get to, and it's a gift for me to be able to do things. But I want to make sure that I'm taken care of and I have something to give. You never want to be depleted. And this has been a time where a lot of people can be depleted from running around being generous, from taking care of so many things for people. And then you sit back and it's in this beautiful season of love and you're tired. Pace yourself. You get to fill yourself up. You get to fill yourself up. Hey, Sienna. Oh, okay. Hey, Jerry Oliver. Oh, okay. Got it. She has a set list. Okay. Well, you send me that. And then when I come on next week, if I feel something, that works for house music and spirituality, I got you. Please. Oh, yeah. If anybody has any new music, just DM it to me and I'll listen to it and see. Because, I try to find music that is very specific to spirit guide source, empowering, has a uplift. House music, even within itself, is very up-leveling, very empowering to make us feel good, yes? Because what are we doing? We're pacing ourselves. We're being easy with ourselves. Because I felt just a couple of days ago, I was like, ooh, okay, God, I got my list. I don't feel like doing any of it today. As Spirit said, sit down. And I complied. Then later, when my energy was appropriate, when I was open, then I could, do a little bit of what I was supposed to do, take that inspired action that I was supposed to take in order to get things done. Hey, Miss Patricia. Hey, Tia. So I want you all to, to be cognizant of that. Where you're pushing yourself too hard, where you're biting off more than you can chew, where you need to maybe pull back, pace yourself, not doing anything in excess, even celebrating in excess, depending on how you celebrate now. Okay, depending on how you celebrate. Some of us, our celebration might be staying up all night and then wondering why the next day my eyes are burning. I think because honestly, I'm truly a night owl, but my world is not always conducive to that, the way that I have to be, and so I try to carve out some space for me, but sometimes I just go overboard, but it's okay. You know, I'm not afraid to say that if I can get a good nap, I will take a nap. I'm happy to take a nap. I love taking a nap. Oh, yes. We're going to always take those good naps. And this song, it's just expressing thanks, you know. Thanks to Spirit, Creator, God, whatever you want to say, Buddha, Jesus the Christ. Oh yeah, I like this music too. Thanks, LL. Hey, Cindy Gooseman. Hey, Luna, me Luna Hermosa. Yeah. And you know what? Now I'm inspired by the words of Snoop Dogg. You know, we thank God, I thank God, and I thank me. I thank me for paying attention to me, for giving me some energy and some love, for being kind to me, for having some compassion for me, for gentle course correcting, you know, and knowing that even when I've stepped wrong, I'm still good, you know. God's got us. God's got us. And always, every single day. God loves us. And God doesn't want us to, you know, like push ourselves to, you know, extreme exhaustion. God isn't looking for us in a couple of days to have the resolution, you know, to, like I said, to have a super severe, you know, change in the next 12 months. Just giving energy to love each day as often as possible. Giving energy to being and allowing your light to express. Hey, there you go. Remember, pacing ourselves, being easy. What do they say? They always use the phrase that Rome wasn't built in a day. So even as we are learning to love ourselves more, it may take, you know, some proverbial time or whatever. But you just notice where you are being kind to you. You just notice where you are being loving to yourself. Hey, Claudia. Hey, Medina-san. Hey, user DPY. Be easy. And I want to give a shout out right now to parents, especially parents of little people. I know around this time there could be an expectation, you know, we love our little people and we want to do so much. So I just want to give you a shout out, you know, hopefully they're not listening for if you were Santa Claus, you know, and for all that you took on for your family, you know, congratulations, you did it. And guess what? You get to rev up to do it again. You know, and that is something that, man, I wish, and I had went over this before when my child was younger. I'm going to say I really didn't get on this path until she was 6. So I probably lost those crucial years. And then, you know, over time, I sort of forgave myself for that because I do believe that when you're ready for something that's presented to you and everything is divine timing. So whenever you feel the nudge to give yourself more love, that's when it's supposed to happen. Yeah, you might be like I was like, man, we could have had a so much more easier, whatever, you know, had I knew this when she was 1, when she was 2. No, I got it when she was 6, okay? But I got it, all right? So whenever you get it, whenever you get that passion for loving yourself and expressing all the divine has for you, that's when it's your particular time. But you're still easy about it, you know? I've been thinking about where I want to go spiritually, you know? Hey, Miss Quinn. Hey, 1111. Oh, I love 1111. And there's some things on my heart. And so I have to sit with that because, of course, you know, I want to do it yesterday. You know, blink, 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 blink. And I know I have to give myself space to be open to all that God has for me.
Big house I have, not the cars, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is.
Yeah.
Helping others. That's where the success is.
Y'all recognize Denzel's voice?
True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you. Sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. And anything you want good, you can have.
Yes.
So claim it.
Claim it.
Work hard to get it.
He says work hard, be open to get it.
Pull someone else up. Each one, teach one.
He has given some wonderful messages over the years.
A living. Aspire to make a difference.
Yeah. And did you know by loving yourself, you're making a difference? Did you know by pacing yourself and being easy in what is yours to do, you're making a difference? Did you know by knowing when to go all in and knowing when to just sort of take care of one thing right now, that's making a difference in your expression, which will ultimately make a difference in somebody else's expression? That's right, LL. Shout out to all the Santa parents. Hello, Omar Hustle. Hello, Sabrina. You know, who we are, or as we are, is enough. We're just going to be easy. We're going to be gentle. We're going to be loving. And we're celebrating easy at every moment. So, when the next day comes and you don't have your full list of 22 resolutions, it's okay. And if you have a list of 22 resolutions, it's okay. Be in tune with you. That's what everything is about. That's why I'm saying pace yourself. That's why I'm saying be in tune with you, your path, how you're supposed to express, what you're supposed to do. Hey, shooter, how you're supposed to have your experiences. Right. You don't have to succumb to the pressure. If you appreciate, a gentle nudging and you know that you hear a message that's for you, okay, then take appropriate, inspired action. But don't be overwhelmed. I can't say it enough. That Spirit has you, that God has you, that the Creator has you, that Source has you. When it feels great and when it feels like bleh, you're never alone. You know who to call on. And I want you to just remember that it's easy. Who makes it hard? We do. It's easy. Does that feel real foreign? It's easy. Hey, Alana, it's easy. Sometimes I have to tell her, it's easy, it's easy, it's easy. But I'm like, no, it's hard. It's easy, it's easy, it's easy. No, it's hard. This little dance I do in my mind. Hey, LL, this is a song about celebrating just because. Hey, all things and. Hey, all things and. Yeah, that's right. So celebrate you for making it through these last 12 months. Like I said, we're here, okay? We're still here. We're thriving, all right? Even if your hair is on fire, you're here. Even if you lost all your hair, you're here. We made it, y'all. We made it. That's what I said in my year review post. I was like, woo, I made it. I, like many, had some moments where I was just like, ooh, you know, felt like I was getting popped here, popped there, and still got back up, knowing that Spirit has never let me down, will never let me down, has never forsaken me. So I'm happy that I'm here. I'm happy for all the love that I've been able to experience. I'm happy for all the acceptance I've been able to experience. I'm happy for all the mental and emotional clutter that I've gotten rid of. I'm happy to pull some of my dreams out of the drawer that I set aside. I'm happy to be in transformation, knowing what my real identity is. I'm happy to constantly stay encouraged. I'm happy to know that I'm redeemed. You know, that the universe is giving me a refresh. I'm happy that I was able to move on from certain things and certain relationships flawless. I can't help myself. All right. Let me see, who is that? Hey, Gazacha. Let's just celebrate. That's right, your life is beautiful. Manifest happiness, right? High energy, good vibrations, always. Yes. Exactly. That's what it's always about. I know, and in these next few, whatever, people are gonna, celebrate, and yeah. However you choose to. Whether you choose to go out with the bang and the party, or you choose to do something more intimate, give yourself credit. You did it. You did it. And you're still here, and you're still shining bright. God's got you. My prayer is recognizing the all of Spirit. It's always yours in every moment. You are never alone. Yes. Hey, Jessica. Rest in power, Ron Carroll. That's who's singing this song. Hey, Sonia. Yeah, it is fire. So, bonne année. Happy New Year. Blessings of prosperity and wholeness for your next moment, your next second, your next day, your next week, your next month, your next year, your next incarnation. Be easy. Appreciate the little moments. Whatever gentle call you're called to do, be easy about it. Give it some loving energy. Have prosperity, have beauty, have blessings, have wholeness, have health, have love. Feel it, allow it, express it. This is my prayer for you. And I thank you. I thank you. Thank you for your eyeballs. Thank you for your attention. LL, my prayer to you, we are all the light that lights up the world. Yes. Hey, Kate, beloved. All right. I have some celebrating to do. So I thank you for your time. And to my moderator, LL, thank you so much. I appreciate you. She's like, I got a job. Yes, girl, you got a job. Thank you. Hey, badass. Stay badass. Good show, amazing. Thank you all. Thank you. Have a beautiful night. Happy New Year.